What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on the other side of midnight heading into Tuesday morning. I'm doing pretty good myself. I come across this particular video right here about spike in stolen benefits, okay? And of course, this is happening in Baltimore, all right? And the people that is affecting is basically, from what I can see, is the black community, the black woman of the black community. You understand? Basically, you know, somebody is actually scanning and cloning their EPT cards. All right. And they coming up with mega amounts of money being stolen off of there. When they go to try to cash them in, they don't have none. You understand what I'm saying? But I would say this, you know, and I'm talking about big money. I'm like, look, well, $1,400, $2,200, you know, here and there. You understand? Basically money that, well, people like who work would have to work like a month to make, you know, or what have you. But these people, these women are sitting on their tails, you understand, and they are not working. They getting this money, taxpayers' money, but nevertheless, they need this money to feed their children. You understand? Plus, they get food stamps too. So, you know what I mean? They pretty much got it made. But at the same time, it's not good that they're getting their benefits stolen. All right. So we're going to watch this 5-minute and 4-second video, and then we'll speak a little bit more on it. Then we're going to call it quits. Check this out.
A little bit. Meantime, thieves are stealing money that are given to families through federal assistance programs, sometimes just hours after that money is deposited on their cards. And when WMAR2 News' Mallory first started reporting on this issue, the state told her that they could not replace that stolen money. Well, now she's learned that's not entirely true. This morning, she has an update on this situation because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
The Maryland Department of Human Services keeps telling us they can't replace these stolen funds, but the federal government confirms they can with state or local money. And this problem is getting worse. With no enhanced security features or reimbursement, families are having to race to the ATM to beat thieves to their own money.
The whole room, the whole building. And it sounds like bingo in there.
A game no one wants to be a part of. The board reserved for victims whose food or cash assistance benefits were stolen.
Somebody they just took a whole $800 from me. Girl said, you too got me for $6. I'm sitting in the back, no baby, they got me for $2,200. The whole room got quiet.
Jamie A's benefits were swiped twice, 2 months in a row at the same ATM.
725 Eden Street, Wells Fargo, so y'all know too? That's how I'm looking.
We reported on this ATM last month when 2 women lost over $1,400 in temporary cash assistance. Baltimore police confirming 4 people lost more than $2,200. Economic Crimes believes it's the work of the same person who skimmed, then cloned the victims' cards. Combined with emails we received from other victims, the total exceeds $5,000 taken at this one location.
What's going on? And now I got a whole new card, whole new pen.
And this isn't a game. That money is reserved for basic living expenses.
You know, bills, we eat with it till the food stamps do come. There's a lot of people, and a lot of them was down there upset because their refrigerators and stuff was empty. Say tea.
Tea? Stephanie Deloy chooses her money to care for her 5 kids. But this month, someone across the country snatched it from her.
$940 was drawn off my card at 1:13 a.m. in the morning in Los Angeles, California.
She said the customer service rep saw several attempted transactions before it went through.
When the transaction is not getting approved, shouldn't the card lock?
The Maryland Department of Human Services is warning customers about this spike in fraudulent activity. We obtained data showing an increase in reports every month. Last May, there were 11 reported cases. This May, more than 100. Around 800,000 families receive benefits. State senators are now turning their attention to this issue.
I think I first heard about it from you.
Senator Katie Fry-Hester is the chair of the Joint Committee on Cybersecurity, Information Technology, and Biotechnology and met with DHS following our initial report.
I personally think that the state should explore how we can make these people whole again. There's nothing that prevents the state from spending state money at a time when we have a $7 billion surplus.
And she has questions for Conduit, the vendor supplying EBT cards.
Why don't they stop, the first sign of an illegal withdrawal? Why don't they stop it and reimburse the victims?
She's now waiting for answers from both.
And I don't plan to let this go because it's money that belongs to the people of Maryland who need it.
We also sent our questions to DHS and Conduit. A Conduit spokesperson said, "We have strong measures in place for our clients to help prevent fraudulent activity, complying with all regulations and in line with industry standards." Once again, DHS Secretary Lourdes Padilla declined to speak with us. DHS has said it directs victims to other resources, like the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. But to qualify, Stephanie was told she'd need to wait for an eviction notice.
That ain't never been me. My rent is always on time, and if not on time, ahead of time. I'm always paid ahead of time.
Jamie said she was turned away, along with a group of other victims.
They ain't saying nothing, but there's nothing we can do.
Unreliable security, no fraud protection. Their only other option is to get to their money first.
All I know is at 11:59 next month, I'm going to be at the ATM. That's the only thing I can say.
And if they lose, it's on them to make it to the next month.
I wake up every morning crying and figuring out a way and put my pride to the side that asks for help.
Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger's office confirmed with the Congressional Research Office states have the ability to replace benefits with their own funds and place them on EBT cards, and they're exploring legislative solutions to clarify to states that federal law does not prohibit victim reimbursement. As we reported last month, D.C. is currently doing that. For WMAR 2 News, I'm Mallory Safaste.
Now, what do y'all think that these cards are being scanned and cloned at? I mean, this personal information. I'll tell you where I think is where they're getting this personal information from. Right here. You understand what I mean? Baltimore City Department of Social Services. You understand? You got crooks every damn where. You understand? I wouldn't doubt for 1 minute if, you got somebody down there getting these people personal information, probably even selling it. Who knows? And then these crooks get their information, scan and clone these cards, and then go withdraw all their money out of their, what was actually deposited for them to, get and live off of. That's what I believe. Like I said, you got crooks in every facet of the system. And the biggest crooks work in places like this right here. And that's just what it is. Let me see. About a year or two ago, my wife's identity was stolen. What was that? What was that at? Down in the, when you had that happen?
Somebody in New York did. That's from Verizon.
New York. Yeah, in New York. Way in New York from Verizon. Okay, how the hell did this happen? You understand? Stole her identity and used her identity for some money. And then she gets this thing talking about she owes this or owes that. And had to prove that she never even lived in New York. This thing is big. On a level that the thievery has to come through the system some kind of way. Because everyday people don't have access to people's files that's in these places like this. And that is the reason why I say you have to start where the paper trail is. The paper trail starts in these places right here. So more than likely, this is where these women are getting their money stolen from, their cards cloned and all that kind of stuff. It's messed up. But yeah, this is what's going on now. So I would advise any one of you guys out there that's listening, hey, guard your paperwork best way you can. You know what I'm saying? Because the thieves have become high tech. You know what I mean? It's just not where it used to be, where they can just steal some manually. This shit is technical the way they're doing things now. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.